So today I chose to talk about a little bit about what it means to automate. We hear a lot about automation, and sometimes it just kind of gets lost in the cloud of tech. And it because it can mean so many things and it can look so many different ways. So just came up with a little bit of a description or a definition of what automation is. It's setting an automatic, repeatable response to whatever your lead or your client's actions are within a pre-designed path. So you design the path. When the client takes an action, it's that those responses that you do repeatedly, it's setting it up to do it automatically. What automation does for us as business owners is it helps us save time, because obviously if we're not repeatedly sending the same email, or we don't have to sit there and try to keep track, like, okay, this is the email I'm sending out on Mondays, but only to the clients or to my leads that did this particular action, and trying to keep track of all this stuff manually. If we set it up in automation, it saves us a ton of time and it runs on autopilot, giving us the mind space too to really concentrate on other areas. It creates consistency because everyone receives the same message written the same way, with the same way that you serve them, and all the same value and love and connection that you want with each and every lead that you have. And it also helps you scale because you get to track what works and what doesn't, get rid of the things that don't, tweak the things that are kind of working, and continue to just keep growing and growing. Here are just a few things that we commonly automate. We send emails on automation, text messages. Social media is a little bit outside of the definition I just gave you, but we do repeatedly post on social media, and that can be automated as well, which just means that we set it up in a planner and it automatically posts it, so we don't have to sit there and be on our social media platforms every day. And you can also send videos and in your automation. And when we build automation, we want to think about everything we make, as building an asset that we can use over and over again. So if you're writing an email to someone and it comes and you're like, man, I write a lot of emails that are like this. If you just tweak it a little bit so it kind of falls under the I can send it to everybody, and then instead of thinking in the mindset of I need to customize it every situation, every email, every text for that particular client. Yes, you want that connection, but you also want to build assets that you can put in automation and just use it over and over again. Because if you're going to spend hours, at least that's what it takes me, making emails, you don't want to have to keep doing that when there's just a few tweaks that you could make and then just basically create it and never have to touch it again, except for maybe tweaking it sometimes. So think assets. Think when you create a video, think about how you can create it without putting any dates or times or anything that would make it not qualify as something you could reuse again. So just try to keep that in mind, that you're building assets. And your assets focus on your business values, because we want everything that we do to point to our values, to the benefits of our solution and the problem that you solve. All the things that we do need to point to one path, and we want our values to really come through. I don't know about you, but I have set my own personal core values, but I also have core values for my business. And I try to kind of weigh out whether every time I have to make a decision of whether this actually complements my business values. And then I also have to, as an owner, say, does this also honor my personal values? But you want that, the heart of your business and your values to really, for your client, for your leads and your clients to really feel that what your values are. And of course, the benefits of your solution and the problem that you solve, everything in service to the ones that you're adding value to. And those assets create a path from hi, nice to meet you, to whatever this path looks like for your business, to the sale. So however you nurture this relationship and get them down this road to your solution, all those assets would go along the way, would be placed along the path. So in order to automate, you have to choose the path that you want your clients to go on. So I call this, what is your automation path? So because I deal with online businesses, a lot of how we start out is meetings through social media. And then your leads action, remember, automation is a response to your client's action. That might be signing up for a free ebook for an event like this, or joining a Facebook group. And then our automatic response could be sending emails, sending texts, sending videos, sending a voicemail, or all of the above. Sometimes when I am running an event, I have all three. This is how I teach my clients to build their automation paths. There are lots of different paths. There's so many different roads, as you're probably fully aware, because social media is full of the one solution, the only way to go. And there are many ways to go. And it's amazing how many things work for different people. The key is in my opinion, is that what makes it work for one and not work for another is because it's not a good fit for them. For me, I also do love to be on social media. I don't, however, love to do live videos. So I still know that I have to get out of my comfort zone and do them, but I know where I rock. I know where I am the best. And that is definitely doing challenges and events like this. I love doing them, and I think that that is my happy place. But occasionally I still have to push myself out of my comfort zone and do a live. So whatever this path looks like for you, it needs to be comfortable within all of your strengths, but still push you outside of your comfort zone a little bit. So I have them, the reaction, their action is to join the Facebook group. And so then they get emails, and I actually have texts and stuff here too, but that would be our automatic response. And we're pushing them down the path to join a challenge or a masterclass or webinar or something like that, or an event like this. And so then we can send them more emails and more texts and nurture them more and give them even more value, which then we're pushing them to either a paid evergreen masterclass, which would send them to my offer or your offer, or a challenge, and going directly to the offer. Hopefully that path makes sense. This event, as far as I know, the event automation path was either you got an email invite or you saw a post on social media, which sent you to this Facebook event. You also got emails, and I'm sure there's going to be an offer at the end. Maybe not. But that would be the path of this event. So now I'm going to show you, now that we kind of have an understanding of what the point of the platform is. This is the platform I use. I believe that there are, before I show you it though, there are lots of different platforms. The things you need to be careful of is if it is free, what do you get for free? Because what I see a lot of times is that it's for free, but you only get a landing page with no emails. So you can't complete the automation process because you only have one piece. And so then they charge you more for each piece to add to that free piece. And before you know it, you're spending more than you would if you just got the whole thing at one price that seemed a little too high. And I'm going to give you a little hard truth, tough love. If you can't afford at this time a platform like this that does all the fancy stuff, then don't do all the fancy stuff because you're not ready for it yet. So start out with something that's a little bit smaller. So with that being said, I'm going to tell you the necessary pieces to create some automation. Now, I'm also going to give you some alternatives to that where you could kind of start out here and build to here, because we want to take action and build assets to make it so we can grow and scale. That is always the goal. And so we don't always need to have the Mercedes to get us down the road. Sometimes we just need an escort, and then we save our money and work up to the Mercedes. So I currently use SoloLink. It is a version of high level. You don't need to know what that is. I'm just being upfront and letting you know that. The first thing that you want to make sure that your platform, if you're trying to get the most inclusive, everything you need type of platform, you need a CRM. That stands for Customer Relationship Management. Now, Gmail is not a customer relationship management system. It is not. It sends emails. The reason why that if you're sending emails as a business owner, that you want to get away from your Gmail account, sending them through your Gmail account, is because it has to have an unsubscribe link at the bottom. They have to be able to unsubscribe. They're getting very strict in going after people pretty heftily. I think, I'm not sure if they've gotten to the point where they'll fine you yet, but they will be there. So you need something. If you're not going to get a system like this, then the other side of it is MailChimp. I think there's several other ones. If you just Google CRMs, a whole bunch of them will come up, and just pick one, because they'll automatically put the unsubscribe at the bottom of your emails when you send a bulk email. That's all you get though. Some of them might have maybe a website or something that you can create on there, but excuse me, no. I think whatever Kelia had that was making her cough passed over to me. I don't know how that's possible, but
Oh no, oh no.
Zoom? No, I'm just kidding. And if you send text, there's also been some new laws that you have to be registered on a government registration site. I don't completely understand it, because thankfully the guy that owns SoloLink put a little link in here, and there was just a form I had to fill out, and then I just had to wait until it said I was approved. So I don't completely understand it. All I know is that as of August 1st, they can actually block your text if you're not on this registry, this government registry. Of course, that's only for the United States. So I don't know how it is in other countries, but that's for the United States, that they've also made it so your text messages will not go out unless you're on the registry. So that's just a little bit about a CRM. This CRM is under contacts, and this is where it keeps track of where your leads are. These are all my leads. And these are all over here where it says tags. These are how they entered into as a lead. So like they filled out a business assessment, they booked an appointment, they joined my Facebook group. So on the right you can see that those are tags. Those help tell me how basically how they know me. How did the relationship start? And it also, if you click on them, let's pick a good one here. We'll go here. So this kind of management system shows all of the emails and text messages I have sent to each person and what they've sent back to me. So this is just one, and it also shows, sorry, this is blocking me. I don't know, it's probably not blocking you, but this also shows what websites and funnels on the very far right and when they submitted forms. So it shows all the activity, any appointments that they've made with me. And you can also attach tasks and documents to this particular for each person that is in your contact list. You have also in this program, you have calendars too. So you can create booking calendars. The opportunities and pipelines just show if you set up, like if I have a challenge funnel, it'll show where they are in the challenge and different things like that. That's a little more advanced setup. I'm looking through the tabs on the far left. Sorry, I didn't say that. Payments is like attaching your Stripe account and your PayPal account, so you can send invoices to your clients when they decide that they want to work with you, so you can accept payments. We're going to look into marketing. So this marketing tab, this has, what I really like about this platform is it has a social media planner. So I can attach all of my business social media accounts. So I can have my I have a Google account, so Google listing. I have my business name is Marsman-Barnes. So I also have the Facebook page attached, some Facebook groups attached, and my Instagram and LinkedIn. You can also here it is. So you can also add X, which is Twitter now. So hard to remember that. And then you can also add a TikTok. So you can create reels in bulk and post them across TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook, all from this platform. And the cool thing is unlike when you try to do it in Facebook, when you try to schedule posts out, this is unlimited. I can schedule something for December 2024. It will let me. It will not give me an error. I can set, if I wanted to bulk create a whole bunch of videos and graphics and all kinds of stuff, I could have the whole year worth of posts and go to Costa Rica or something, and my social media would look like I was really busy. when really I just set it all up. And the other thing that I like here is that they also have templates. So, and you can upload, like say you make a whole bunch of posts in Canva. You can upload them if as a CSV, if they were saved as a CSV, you can upload them. And then they also have templates. What's really cool is like I took this Christmas one and it was 25 Christmas posts. And so I can show you what they look like. So then you can look at each one. I accidentally downloaded. They have Instagram because Instagram's a different size than Facebook. And I accidentally swapped them. And so I had to re-swap them back. So it says that there's an error, and that's just because it's the wrong size for Instagram. But and then it will show you what it's going to look like in whatever social media platform. And you can, when you want to do link and comments, you can just put follow-up comment and put your link here, and it'll automatic. So for me, I've posted things and I'm like, link and comments, and then I forget to go back into the post and put the link in the comments. This way I don't forget, because I just put the link in the comments before I even schedule it to post, and it does it automatically for me, so I don't have to go back into it and add the link. The only reason why, when you're posting a post and you want, like, say for them to join a Zoom, say, hey, join the Zoom, we're doing a free Q&A session, or a fun celebration hour or something like that, and link. And then the only reason why you want to do link in comments is because social media doesn't really like it when you leave their platform. And so if the link is in the actual post itself, they won't let it have as much exposure, because it's considered clickbait, and I forget what else they call it. But so you don't want to, it'll just limit how many people see it. So of course we want as many people to see our posts as possible, because we're putting so much work into social media. So you want to put the link in the comments. This is a great feature because it allows you to not forget. And sorry, I just keep moving my pictures around so I can see what I'm doing. So you can also take and use some of their templates. I had to change a lot of the wording that was in the post. Sometimes I just deleted it completely because the picture just didn't match what they were saying, and I couldn't think of anything else to say. But you can just keep going through, and there's 25 of them, and you can also change the date that they are scheduled to be posted if you don't like what day that they're going to be posted on, because it automatically picks, like you say, okay, I want to post once a week on Friday, and then it'll automatically just randomly schedule them, but you can change them later. So that's what I really like about the social media planner. You can also has a calendar version, and you can just hit add to whatever day you wanted to add something those days. Yeah, so if you wanted to add something to, let's say on New Year's Eve, you just hit the little plus button, upload a picture, say what social media platforms you wanted to put it on. Like I said, the only tricky thing is that sometimes the size of what Instagram wants versus Facebook doesn't match. So sometimes you have to like change the size of the photo and then repost it into one or the other. I always forget what size it needs. So generally I end up having to delete it because there's an error and then resize it. But thankfully Canva's got that really nice feature where you just hit resize and it resizes all of your posts or all of your pictures. Then we have email templates. And this would be where you would put all of your pre-made emails. So when I have a lot of different email folders here. I call them email campaigns. And so like the book a call emails, every time someone books a call, these are the emails, which I don't have any. Some of these are empty because I have them somewhere else. But every time someone books a call, they get a series of emails. And it's not just, hey, remember to come to your appointment at 3 o'clock on Friday. It's reminding them why they booked the appointment, the benefit of the, remember, because we need to, our assets need to honor our values, show the benefits of our service, and what problems we solve. So I try to make sure that each one of my emails have that. The benefit of joining my live event all day. So this is where you can, my clients, when they join me, they get all of these and they're full of the email templates that they have to fill in the blank. And I encourage them to tweak it a lot. So that way it matches what it's just supposed to be a guide to help them start creating the emails, not necessarily just fill in the blanks and call it good. Cause then you just sound like a robot. Oh, let me see. Here we go. So recently I did an invite campaign to my new Facebook training group. So this is what they look like. So the first invitation, I'm just going to show you what they look like. So see, they're pretty basic. The only thing I do is put the logo on it. So that way they know that they're coming from me. I kind of want to create to where every time someone sees this logo, they think of me. So I try to have my logo on everything. And this is really just, it's really not a fancy logo. It's just one anyway, font and then another font. So but you can see that in your emails. You can add videos, you can add images and text, and some of this other stuff is just if you're doing other things. But you can have your social media. That just adds little social media icons if you wanted to be fancy and have it so they can connect right to your all your social media platforms. But basically just writing an email as basic as you can and just changing the size of the letters and bolding and italicizing is a better way to go. Because if it looks too salesy, people will not read it. I believe that the other thing I believe that now you could get away with, I'm assuming that this is something similar to this, that of what I just showed you, minus the social media. I don't think that like MailChimp has that, but to send emails and texts, you would be good if you just had that. As a full automation package that is going to scale and grow with you. You want something that's going to allow you to build websites and funnels. Now, funnels are just websites that are set up differently. A website is kind of like a brochure. You know, if those of you that are old enough to remember what a brochure is, a brochure was this nice little, nice, normally folded, at least folded in half, sometimes just the whole sheet, that basically described everything a business did. It wasn't really focusing on any one specific service or anything like that. It was just, you know, here's our owners, here's our vision, here's our mission statement, here's what we do, here's all our products, you know, are all the best ones, that kind of thing. For those younger people that don't know what a brochure is. And then a funnel is focused on one specific path. It's a funnel because you think of a funnel and all the people come in the top. They're like, oh, wow, what is this? What is this? And then they come to the funnel, through the funnel. So social media puts them in the funnel. You do something catchy, it catches their eye, they come into the funnel. They come down to, and then you have a specific thing that you're trying to get them towards. For me, it's buying my funnel building program. So a lot of times in that funnel, I have a funnel that would compel them to join my challenge. And then when they join the challenge, they drop down the funnel and they get closer and closer to the sale. Everything focuses on them buying a funnel build from me. So I'm going to build them a challenge funnel. So everything that is in the funnel that they see, every conversation, everything I talk about is adding value and convincing them that they need me to build their funnels because I'm awesome. And so that's what a funnel is. There's lots of moving parts, there's lots of different designs. So and you'll hear book funnels and lead funnel, and it's all just websites with a specific purpose to do whatever it is that you as the business owner decide that it needs to do. Now, I suggest one of the big things, if you are building funnels or having someone else build them for you, you need to take screenshots of them. Because if you ever decide to change platforms, like you're on ClickFunnels and you ClickFunnels, you don't, you know, for whatever reason, I love ClickFunnels, but it's not an all-inclusive, it's not set up like this where it does everything, where it's super easy. He's getting there. But it is an awesome platform for building amazing funnels. That's the whole point. ClickFunnels. You want to take screenshots of your funnels in case you ever change platforms, because you can't transfer whatever, all these funnels that you make, which you really shouldn't have very many, 2 at the most, but funnels over to the new platform. That's not how it works. So you have to recreate them all, and you want to do it quickly. So you want to know what it looked like. So you want to take screenshots of what your funnel looked like, especially your favorite ones, so you can either pay someone to rebuild them quickly or you can rebuild them quickly. Save all of your graphics. I use Canva, so all of my graphics are in Canva, but you want to save your favorite ones or like your funnel ones in a funnel folder. So that way you don't lose anything. If you can't connect to Canva, you lose your Canva accounts. You know, we're all getting put in Facebook jail and all kinds of stuff. Who knows? Maybe Canva's going to have Canva jail later. I don't know. So save your graphics and put your copy, whatever, you know, whatever you write. Copy is whatever is written. All the written words is called copy. Save that in a Word document. Again, so just so you're good, you won't ever lose anything. You can rebuild it easily. All your assets are owned by you on your computer. You don't have to worry about not having internet or losing access, you know, losing your accounts to anything. It's all on your computer. So that's my little 2 cents on how to make sure that you don't lose what you spent all that either money or time building. So here's the fun thing for me. So this is, I love building funnels, but this is where my heart and soul is. This is the automation part. It's called a workflow automation. It's got lots of names. As you can see, it says right here, workflow to automate business processes. I am going to show you. So this will just be, it's easier to show just a basic appointment. Even if you're not in a business where you have appointments, this will at least make sense to you. So this right up here is called a trigger. It's the action that your client took, or your lead took. Remember, we're doing the action. They're doing the action. We're setting up an automated repeatable response. So the response is to assign a user. Now I assign a user because I have people on my team. So I have to assign whose calendar this appointment, who is going to go to this appointment? Who is this appointment with as far as my business? So in most cases, it's me. So I assign it to me. So any appointments that are booked on that particular calendar get assigned to me. And then I wait a minute. So they book an appointment. A minute later, they get an email that says, hi, contact first name. That's whoever. See, that this way I don't have to say, hi, Susan. If it was Susan that booked the appointment, it's just going to automatically say, hi, Susan. And then it tells them, looking forward to getting together. And then like the name, their name and their email, date and time, all that kind of stuff. All the details of their appointment will be in the email. And then it adds a tag. Remember when we talked about the tags in the contact list? It adds a tag. It lets me know, sends me a text that says, hey, someone booked an appointment with you. Look at your calendar. And then on site, waits 24 hours, lets them know it's 24 hours, sends them an email letting the person that booked the appointment, lets them know that they got 24 hours before their appointment, and then an hour. So you can see this is my repeatable response to my lead booking an appointment. This is the automation or the workflow. And we create those for each action. So when let's remember when we said that they join our challenge, we want to sell to them. We want to add value to them and make sure that they know exactly what they're supposed to do when they're in the challenge. This challenge. Well, this is the text messages. See how long that is? So this can be as long or as short. This could keep going. I could just keep sending them texts. Wait a day, send them a text. Wait a day, send them a text. I don't suggest doing that, but you can. You could send them a video. You could have, after the text, you could have it set up to send them a video. So there's lots of different things. I'll show you all these options. Not all automation platforms have this many options, but most of these are very self-explanatory. Send an email, send a text. Honestly, some of these I don't know what they are. Send a voicemail. So You can create a task, which just is a task that reminds you. So there's something you can do. I don't want to get too into it because I don't want to confuse you, because it can get very overwhelming. But I just wanted you to be aware that there is a lot of things that you can do. Sometimes even I get overwhelmed at how many things there are available to do in just this like workflow automation process. You just have to have the path. That's what we talked about in the beginning. So again, like I said, I feel I'm going to go off share now. If you want to make sure that you have at least the bare minimum of what you should start with if you're going to automate, I think you may need to make sure it has a CRM, which is your customer relationship management. And I think that that's a must no matter what, if you're going to send emails and texts, because you need to have those compliances with the government, the rules of the, like if you live in the US, you need to abide by the rules. I don't know what the rules are in other countries. Were you raising your hand? Oh, okay. I thought maybe you knew. But if it hasn't reached your country yet, it's probably coming. And then that would be the bare minimum. Go to MailChimp. I can't for the life of me. Mailgun, something along those lines, a CRM. And if nothing else, get just that. Stop sending business emails from your Gmail account. And then if you want the big for your buck, make sure you can make websites and funnels with it. And if you have websites and funnels, you're probably going to be able to do the automation workflow that I showed you. And then you can make sure you can, so it's got to have a CRM and the funnel and website. And then a social media planner attached to it would be like icing on the cake. And that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully that was not too much, but just enough for you to get excited about automation.